Hey guys, Metal Viking 82 here, back to show off yet more plunder that I have acquired here recently. This is part two, the second stack of the two huge stacks that I had. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and jump right into it like I did last time. The first five all came from half price books. This first one is Cheap Trick with Rockford. And of course, Cheap Trick is a band that I've been getting into a lot over these last, well, pretty much this entire year. But yeah, hard rock band from Rockford, Illinois, been around since 1973. This is their 15th full length album, put out by Big Three Records in 2006. So yeah, I haven't had a chance to listen to this one yet, but if it's Cheap Trick, I'm probably going to like it. This band, it's so hard to find any of their albums actually out in the wild if you're looking in the used sections, because you always end up seeing like best ofs or things like that. But this is Foghat with their self-titled. Yeah, another hard rock band. This one from London, England, been around since 1971. This is their debut full-length album put out by Bearsville Records in 1972. This is a repress and remaster on Rhino Records. I could not figure out what year this actually got put out, but yeah, really good stuff. I would love Foghat, so I'm really happy to finally have one of their albums in my collection. Then we have, I believe this is the last one that I needed to complete the collection of this band, but this is Cream with Fresh Cream. Again, another London, England band, this time more of a hard rock, kind of bluesy, psychedelic rock, active between 1966 and 1968. This is their debut full-length album put out by Reaction in 1966. This is a Polygram Records reissue. Again, could not find a year exactly that this came out. Even on Discogs, it was really hard to figure out a year that they actually put this out. But yeah, really good stuff. I love this band. I love Cream. I think they were a great band. It's just sucked that they were only around for just a couple years, but they left a hell of a catalog. This one, I couldn't remember if I had it, and it was so cheap that I thought, I'm not going to pass it up. But this is Echoes of Eternity with The Forgotten Goddess. And yeah, this is a progressive metal band out of Los Angeles, California. Been around since 2005. This is their debut full-length album out on Nuclear Blast in 2007. But yeah, it's been a while since I've actually listened to this band. But yeah, really good progressive metal from what I recall. And the last one, just, when I saw that this... the label that this got released on, and it was an Indiana label that is no longer around, I just had to pick this up. Plus, I had read some good things about this band in the past because I recognized the name. This is Hugh Mangled with Fractal. And yeah, these guys are a death metal band out of Pontedera, Pisa, Italy. Been around since 1996. This is their debut full-length album put out by Abyss Records back in 2010. So again, the fact that it was on Abyss Records, I just had to pick this up because they are no longer around. And yeah, pretty decent stuff. I've gotten to listen to this one at least once so far. All right, now getting into the new stuff here. Got another 2022 release here. This is Scorpions with Rock Believer. Yeah, of course, Scorpions, hard rocks. I'm considering them a heavy metal band. Been around since 1964 from Germany. This is their 20th full-length album. Such a huge number. Put out by Vertigo Records just this year. This is actually the first album with ex-Motorhead drummer Mickey D on the drums, and the second CD in this little limited edition, which not really pleased with the packaging of this because of the way they put the discs in. But yeah, the second CD in this set is actually 5 bonus tracks, which are all really good as well. Really solid album, though. Did a review for the single from this band. In this particular album, this is Convent with Call Down the Sun. Of course, Convent, doom death band out of Copenhagen, Denmark, been around since 2015. This is their second full-length album put up by Napalm Records just this year. I've given this a couple spins. Pretty good doom death. Their debut album I thought was amazing. So yeah, really solid stuff. If you love doom death, go check out Convent. Again, more doom death here. This is actually more on the funeral doom side, but this is Shape of Despair with Return to the Void. and I just really love that album cover. But yeah, Shape of Despair, Atmospheric Funeral Doom, been around since 1998 from Helsinki, Finland. This is their 5th full-length album overall, put out by Season the Mist just this year. And yeah, really happy to have this because really liking some Shape of Despair in my collection. Now this one, I was really happy to finally find a copy, and I'm going to struggle with this band's name, so bear with me. This is Sangwa Sugabug with Tortured Whole. I know some people that can say that name super quick. I am still trying to learn how to say it right. But yeah, death metal band from Columbus, Ohio. Been around since 2019. This is their debut full-length album on Century Media Records, put out just last year. And this actually features current and former members of bands such as Undeath and Mutilatred, who is a band that you've heard me mention here recently. Yeah, really, really good stuff. I am really looking forward to hearing more from this band. All right, got just a few more here. Just gotta get my notes all situated. Sorry. Ever professional as always. Next up, Mortafearam with Preserved in Torment. Yeah, Doom Death Band from Olympia, Washington. Been around since 2016. This is their 2nd full-length album on Profound Lore Records just last year. I actually thought I had this before. I thought I had gotten it in one of my Metalhead boxes, but when I went back and checked that particular box, I knew what one I thought it had come in. I hadn't gotten it, and I didn't see it anywhere else. So, yeah, picked this up. Have not had a chance to listen to it, but I absolutely loved their debut, so I'm really looking forward to jamming that one. I have listened to this one. Really good shit. This is a Lesion with Damnum. Of course, technical melodic death metal from Denver / Fort Collins, Colorado. Been around since 2008. This is their 6th full-length album put out by Metal Blade Records just this year. And again, like I said, this is a really good album. And these guys are killer live. I did get to catch them live. Really awesome band. This one I actually did a review for because I got a promo for from Redefining Darkness. This is Schizophrenia with Recollections of the Insane. Yeah, death thrash band from Antwerp, Belgium. Been around since 2016. This is their debut full-length album put out by Redefining Darkness this year. Limited to 300 copies. If you want my full thoughts on this album, go check out my review. But all I can say is you definitely need to check this out if you love solid death thrash. Next up, we have Embryonic Devourment with Heresy of the Highest Order. And yeah, Embryonic Devourment, technical, brutal death metal band from Willits, California. Been around since 2003. This is their 4th full-length album put up by Unique Leader Records just this year. Yeah, I've liked pretty much everything this band has put out. So if you love technical, brutal death metal, go check out Embryonic Devourment. Next up, we have Kryptum with Vile Emergence. Death metal band from Joliet, Illinois. Been around since 2020. This is their debut EP put up by Caligari Records just this year. Limited to 300 copies. And yeah, this is just an absolutely solid slab of death metal. Definitely recommended. And last, but most certainly not least, a very, very polarizing release in this metal band's career thus far, and a lot of people hate this with a passion. I actually dug it, and I went ahead and picked up a copy, and people might give me some crap for it, but I don't care. This is Time Wave Zero by Blood Incantation. Of course, Blood Incantation, they're a death metal band from Denver, Colorado. Been around since 2011. This is the band's 2nd EP overall in their catalog, put out by Century Media Records just this year. They also have 2 full-length albums to their credit. And yeah, this is not death metal at all. It is just a pure ambient release. And like I said, a lot of people hate this. I dig it because to me, this is just something that you put on, and there's my dog barking if you could hear it. You just put on, lay back, close your eyes, and just vibe to this and just relax. And I was actually, when I first got this, I popped it in to give it another listen, and I was writing out a couple of reviews while listening to it, and things were just flowing, and I was just so relaxed. So yeah, really good album, or EP in my opinion. I definitely wouldn't mind hearing more in that style, but of course I want them to put out more death metal because that's what they're known for and that's what they're really good at. But if they did another EP of that, I'd probably check it out. So yeah, that is going to do it. Thank you so much for watching and subscribing, and until next time, stay brutal.